So Stephanie, like the other guys, asked me to, since a lot of you would have, or hopefully would have, New Year's resolution and so on. So she asked me to talk about how to look beautiful. I noticed he's the first one to laugh, yeah? But this is true. I mean, most of our resolutions are about how we would look. Okay? How we look even to ourselves, how we look to other people, how we look in front of our own mirrors, our conscience. Yeah? Does that make sense? We love to look good. That's why makeup business is making a killing. Okay? It's because we spend a lot of money on things like that. This is why plastic surgery is making a killing. Okay? Whether, by the way, male or female. And the thing is, we have our hopes that if we look good in one area, we will be worth it. Years ago, I think it was about 15 years ago or so on, the tagline of L'Oreal was, because you're worth it. I'm not really sure about that, by the way. And I really hope that you're not worth just, a product, whether it's a shampoo or, a makeup, eyeliner, or whatever. Is that your worth, really? You should buy this because you're worth it. That's your worth. That's really poor. So my training is limited. I'm really sorry about that. But I have few things under my belt. I'm not going to talk about them. But here is what I would like to suggest to you. Every new year, the business of self-improvement and self-help and so on goes on high. Okay, and you would hear taglines like this: New year, new life. New year, new you. Yeah? Here is the thing, your life is the same. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, you are absolutely the same.
No, you're 1 year older.
For some people, for some others. Here's the thing. The real change that happens, and I'm talking in our context, I mean, Rita spoke as well from the context that she's dealing with people who are not Christians. I'm going to talk from our point of view. And I'm going to talk from my heart, okay? I know it's 10 minutes, but I believe as a scientist in the theory of relativity and special relativity. So I believe in time dilation. If you don't understand that, I'll explain it later on, okay? But there is something called time dilation. So here is the thing. For you to change, you have to remember what Dan said. You have to go through the pain of changing. If you want to change, you have to go through the pain. Okay? If you think that by putting some makeup on, encouraging yourself, say I'm good, I'm kind, or whatever, well, it will work like drugs for a while. And then you'll wake up, and then at one moment, which you run from those moments, one moment of honesty, you will feel bad. Actually, worse than that. Okay, but you will feel it. You will look at yourself and say, well, I'm not really that kind, am I? And you know inside that you're not. Let me give you the good news. God as well knows that you're not. And He has no problem with you. So let me tell you what would help you if you really want to change as a starting point. And two things, okay? Really simple to say, really hard to go on, okay? But really, really simple to say, okay? Number one, try and work on your self-deceptions. This is the number one thing that is standing between you and change. Self-deceptions. Okay? Self-deception is like, I'm going to give you just an example so you understand. You know you're drinking a lot, but you say, I'm not really drinking, I'm just happy. You know? Okay? You would use what is called, what we call defense mechanisms, of course, Rita will tell you about that. So things like you deny or you project your problem on someone else. You mean I'm terrible, no, it's you! And maybe you won't say it verbally, but you would say it inside of you. You see, the thing is, the problem is not really me. The problem, no, she was jealous of me. That's actually the real problem. But sadly, she cannot really take it, we won't tell her. If you get the courage to spend honest moments with yourself and own up to things, and not be so engulfed in your pain that you're not going anywhere with it, and just own up to things, bring them to the Lord, you will start a journey of change. If you don't own up to things, because how dare I say this about me, or you get on your high moral horse, you know, like it was really funny. The Golden Globe was, I don't know, yesterday or the day before something, and Ricky Gervais was invited to be the host. Now, I'm not thinking Ricky Gervais is a host, but he really did a good job. Because he told everyone there, you know, they are the people who are living in a bubble, totally detached from reality, having a lot of money, not helping anyone, but lecturing everyone about how to be good. Okay? That you're hypocrites. Now here's the thing. They heard that, they even laughed. Okay? Tim Cook was there. He actually exemplified this. Apple, who is running sweatshops everywhere and lecturing people about what is right to say and what is not right to say. Okay? You see, the thing is, we need that. We need to do something like that to feel good about ourselves. You know why people are caring for animals so much, though they are not caring for those who are dying from hunger in other countries? Because that appeases our conscience. Makes us feel good about ourselves. Okay? Now here's the thing, if you can really be honest with yourself, forget about the makeup, wash your face, and look yourself really in the mirror. And when you see something that you are absolutely unhappy with, actually you hate it in yourself, if you can take that and bring it to God, and talk with Him about it, instead of getting stuck in yourself, instead of feeling the pain and running away from it like we've done all our lives. Okay? I promise you will change. Now let me tell you about your identity. Your identity as a Christian now, okay? Not it was helping people who are non-Christian. As a Christian is not in that you are kind. Because your kindness fluctuates. Yeah? And I sure know some Christians, especially if I look in the mirror, who are not kind. And then if kindness is your identity, it will become your idol. All what you will try to do is to live a certain high standard of morals so you are good. That's the woke culture, by the way. That's an absolute lie. Here is your identity that wouldn't change if you can really as well grab hold of it and value it. It will be a tree of life. That you were called into a relationship and you, by His grace, became His child. No one can take that away from you. Not even your bad behavior. Not your calling. whether your calling is great calling or such a non-existent calling, no one will take that away from you. Let me explain that to you a little bit more. You see, Jesus sent the disciples, the 12 and then the 70 or 72, depending on which version you're reading, and then you're getting this thing. They're coming back, and they are absolutely excited, absolutely elated, yes? And I think we all would be exactly like them. And they are absolutely excited because everything was happening with them, even without Jesus being there. They're preaching the gospel, they're healing the sick, they're casting out demons, everything is working, and even demons are obeying us. So they're absolutely happy. And Jesus looks at them, and this was the most painful verse in the Bible for me. Okay? I struggled with it a long time when I first came to know Jesus. And he said, well, I get it that you're happy, but rather, and I'm thinking, what? Rather, you be happy that your names are written in that book of life, in the heavens. And one of those days, when I couldn't run, by God's grace, from being honest with myself, I found myself, you see, here's the thing, Father, I'm not like that. I'm really having a problem with what you're saying, Jesus, because I don't wake up thinking, wow, my name is written in the book of life. It doesn't even occur. It doesn't happen. Like, you know, even after 2 cups of coffee, it doesn't cross my mind. Honestly. Okay? I don't know when the last time you woke up or, you know, you were walking even in the street. It doesn't happen to me. So the thing is, in reality, I would be really excited with what they were excited with. I'd be really excited. And I would keep going, yes! Okay? And I would find even value to my existence because this is happening. But Jesus who gave them authority to do that, said, let me tell you, truly, let me tell you this. That shouldn't be the reason you're happy. Here is why you should happen. You should be happy. You should be happy that what brought all of that about was actually the relationship that He invited you in. Are you living in that relationship? Are you reveling in that relationship? Are you absolutely being satisfied with that relationship? If you're like that, everything will happen. You see, my kids can hardly really rejoice if they are in the right mind that I'm offering them food before them rejoicing in being alive. And actually, it's because they are alive, they can eat the food. Yeah, you see? If you can let go of your self-deceptions and really be founded in your true identity, you will be changed. You will be transformed. Last thing. Transformation happens not because even you thought well. And I'm a psychiatrist and I can absolutely assure you that. Thinking well is really important. But transformation in the Bible happens because of your relationship with the Holy Spirit. And let me tell you something. If you change in any other way, it's not acceptable to God. You can do it. You can do it with self-discipline. Okay? Yeah, absolutely. Okay? You can do it for the wrong motives, for the right motives, for you. It is the only change that is acceptable to Him. That it will be for Him and by Him.
Yes.
Full stop. Even, by the way, if it's given. If you are giving in order to feel better about yourself, good on you. feel better about yourself. Maybe good for the project you're giving in. Yes. It has nothing to do with your relationship with God. Actually, most probably, it damaged your relationship with God. Just took you one step further. If you ask yourself, why am I really doing this? And you find a different motive than actually getting to know Him, getting to grow in Him, and because I love Him, and because He loves me, okay, correct your heart. Just bring that and say, you know what, Lord? I was really keen on doing this ministry. And when I really looked at it, it was because I would look good in the eyes of those who are hearing. And I will feel some authority and sense of value in me when I'm talking and people are listening to me. In all honesty, I'm not really doing it for you. When I'm giving, if I'm really honest, I'm not doing it for you. And you know what? Here's the thing again. God is not surprised. God knew this. And He would say, hey Magdy, that's great that you came to that truth. Come, let's work together. Then He would start showing me who He is. And because I'm seeing now something that I haven't seen before, and this is why I'm stuck in my fears. Okay? Because I'm seeing something else, I'm seeing the light, I will be able to step out of my darkness by His grace. So please enjoy your, after this depressing talk, please enjoy your resolutions and plan them well and put all your effort and self-discipline in them. Now, actually, let me tell you this. I'm not against whatever resolution you have. I'm sure they're all great. All what I'm saying is this. Why don't you ask yourself, why is that really important to me? What am I afraid of? And then take this and talk with Daddy. And say, I'm really afraid of this. I'm really worried about that. You know, I'm a very depressing person, so I ask myself regularly questions like that. Magdy, what are you running away from? What are you hiding? What are you really worried about? And I wouldn't let myself out until I get to see something and take it to God. But here is the thing, I take it to God. I don't talk about stuff with only myself or with people. No, I take it to God. I ask Him, what do you think about that? How do you see me in this? My deepest changes in all of my journey was when God confronted my fears and got me out. See, here is that verse in Corinthians. It says, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And the following verse is about transformation. As we are all beholding the glory of God as in a mirror, we will be transformed from glory to glory as from the Lord the Spirit. You want to be free? You want to be who you really are? Get to live from your identity and get to face and confront your fears. I know it's a very motivating, encouraging speech. Because I'm sold for that woke culture. See, I do that stuff all the time. Okay? But I'll tell you what, if you get hold of what I'm telling you and you go to God, you will change. All right? Bless you guys.